Isn't that wonderful? So in this tutorial, I'm not going to get really specific on how to make this exact windmill, because what I want to do is transfer to you some various clever and unique techniques, like how to make pulleys for it, and the rubber bands, and some forming and curving some cardboard. Be fun. If you want to make this exact windmill on my website at stormthecastle.com, I'll give you a link in the description of this video. I have all the layouts like this, so you can just copy that in terms of the rubber bands, the dowels, which you can improvise, but you can improvise your windmill depending on the materials you have once you see how I did it. So you'll need a few dowels, and you can even, and the length of these depends on the size of the box you use. You can even improvise by using pencils or paintbrushes. And if you need a longer one, tape pencils together. And dollar stores sell dowels. So you can get, take a quick trip over to a dollar store and buy a few dowels. It really comes in handy. But improvise something. So first, let's make the base of the windmill. Really, really simple thing. But one thing I did want to point out to you is the direction of the corrugations. That makes a big difference in the strength of our structure. And if you'll notice here, see the way I'm cutting there? That's the same direction that the corrugations go. So when we stand it up like this, those corrugations are going up and down. It has it can bear weight, and it won't buckle. So give that consideration when you're building anything with cardboard. And one way to alleviate that is you actually can glue together multiple pieces of cardboard and put the corrugations in opposite directions. Like if you're gluing together two sheets of cardboard, one sheet, the corrugations go north and south, and in the other sheet, the corrugations go east and west. It's a nice little tip just to think about. So now let's make the body of the windmill, and you could go with something like this that's just 4 rectangles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim them down just to make them look a little more like a windmill. So I've taken 3/8 of an inch off here. You'll see. I have a lot of stuff coming in a lot of different creative areas. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but I've written 16 books, so I cover a lot of different subjects. I have cardboard projects, stained glass window projects, paper games, a lot of stuff. If you go to my website, you'll see I've been building that website for 20 years. You'll see there's a lot of stuff there. So there we go. See how that's kind of nice? Just it forms a different shape. And notice the direction of the corrugations keeps the strength. And I use a lot of hot glue, and hot glue for a project like this is really kind of nice. Hot glue enables you to build things really quick. If you use PVA glue, there is the challenge of letting things dry. But that's okay. Work with what you have. I was thinking about dowels too. If you look around, if you don't have wooden dowels, you'd be surprised how you can find things that will work as dowels. I'd say the most important thing in this video is the pulleys. I'm going to show you a really nice way to make pulleys so you can turn the hand crank on this. So here we go. Cut yourself 2 discs like this. Glue them together with the corrugations going in opposite directions. And this is, well, actually, this is not the pulley. I'm sorry. This is the base of this is the top section. You'll see. We're going to get to the pulleys. I've actually spent a lot of time making all kinds of machines out of cardboard, and I've learned quite a few tricks. And here's a nice neat little trick for you coming up. You can take a strip of cardboard and peel off, or just make a cut. You could actually peel that paper off, or you can make a series of cuts like this that go in the same direction as the corrugations. And then you'll be able to shape it into a curve. Just cut every corrugation like that. Or you're only cutting through the top sheet of paper. Alternatively, you could peel, but watch this, see? And you can get a nice round shape in it. And put the cuts on the inside of the curve because it's not going to be shown. But now let's glue it to the top. So that's one benefit you get from, making something like this. You learn some nice little cardboard working techniques. And trim it to size. Like this. Now we glue our windmill to our box. And we need to do this on top of a box, and you'll see why. It's for the bigger dowel and the hand crank. The A3 box there is important for the overall structure. See, I'll show you. So this is why we need a longer dowel for our box. And if you don't have a dowel that long, but you do have dowels that are shorter, you can mount this sideways on the box. Or even make your own box. Cut yourself out your veins. And what is that? I forget. 1, 2, 3, 8 inches for mine. Hey, look at that. Nothing fancy. Well, there's not a whole lot of stress on these moving parts. So now we got to worry about those pulleys. Let me show you how to do this nicely. Right? To make 2 pulleys, we got 2, right? There you go, 3.5 inches. 4 of them, 3.5 inches. And 2 of them that are 3 inches. And you just simply make a sandwich like this. Now our rubber band that drives our windmill is going to ride in the empty space there. Right in that gap. And I poked a hole in one of the pulleys like that, and then glued in a little dowel as a handle. You only need to do it on one of them. Really quite this simple. Now, what kind of things can you come up with pulleys? The creative possibilities are endless. And I have a bunch of pulley stuff on the website. You'd be shocked, all the mechanical things. Now, rubber bands, tie together as many as you need. The only important thing is to get the tension about right. You don't want it to be too taut. It'll stress your cardboard. You don't want it to be too loose. It'll slip. And there you go. Look at that. Amazing what you can do with cardboard. I love it. Well, thanks for watching. My YouTube channel here is new. It'd be wonderful if you could give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. You got a creative cardboard idea for me? Leave a comment. I'd love to. I read all comments. At least I will for as long as possible. And if I have a lot of stuff coming, all kinds of creative things. I think I mentioned it already. Hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. This is how I can grow. YouTube looks for interaction as a good sign, and they will promote a channel based on that. So a little bit of interaction would be good. Thank you.